Okay, we're going to start our look at Bark of the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne here with a look at all the rhythms. We're going to have them all in this one video for completeness, kind of convenience sake. Now, all these parts are played by Jakey Lee. He's a great guitarist for Ozzy back in the like the mid-'80s. And you'll see that he uses a lot of interesting chord voicings during this, this song. So it's a very fast-paced song with lots of fast driving rhythms. So kind of hold on to your seats. So here we go. We're going to start here with this intro of the song, which I'll play through it really quick and then we'll go through it. Alright, that's the intro of the song. It's kind of quick and it's got some big stretches, so let's kind of go through that and see what's going on. Alright, we're going to start here with a G power chord. Now how we're going to play this is the 5th fret on the 4th string, and then the 3rd fret on the 3rd string, and then the pinky at the 8th fret on the 2nd string. You're just going to hit those 3 strings, and then scoot up 2 frets. So it's a whole step to start the song. So it's the same shape up here at the 7th fret now. Then we're going to come down and we're going to be picking 16th notes using down, up, and the picking hand on the 5th string. So we have 4 of them, 4 16th notes. Just go down, up. So then hit the chord again. More 16th notes, 4 of them, down, up. Hit the chord again. So we have this. All right, so basically we hit the G, open G chord, and then we did this, this A. This is an A power chord with 4 16th notes after it on the 5th string. We did from this A, we did that 3 times. Then what we're going to do is we're going to change the pinky on the 2nd string to the 8th fret with your 2nd finger on the 2nd string. Then, so we're going to hit that chord shape now. We're going to hit that once. Continue doing the 4 16th notes after it on the 5th string. Then hit the chord one more time. And then you're just going to hit the 16th notes once. I'm sorry, twice. I'm sorry, let me do this. So after you've hit this, the 4 16th notes after this initial chord, then you hit it one more time, then you hit the 5th string twice. Then as you're doing those open strings, move your hand down and do a quick pull off on the 3rd fret to the open string on the 5th string. And then back it up with 2 more down, up on the 5th string. So let me slow this down a little bit. So we have from this 2nd chord right here. So let's play the whole, what we got so far. I'm going to play through it very slowly. Okay? So it's not that difficult. You got to just reach down here and grab this really quick. Then we go back to that G power chord. All right, so we're basically playing that same rhythm pattern that were here, but we're now at the 5th fret. So that was that 3 times on that one with 4 16th notes on the 5th string afterwards. Now we have this little phrase. So what's going on there is we're going to start with this open power 5th string twice, down, up, and we have some stretches here. We have the 10th fret, use your 3rd finger on the 4th string, and then your pinky on the 3rd string, both at the 10th fret on the 2 middle strings. Then take your 3rd finger and move it back to the 9th fret on the same string, the 4th string. And then you're going to take your 1st finger, keep that pinky there at the 10th fret, and stretch all the way back with your 1st finger to the 5th fret on the 4th string. Now we're continuing the 16th notes between each one of those, but we're only hitting it twice. So it's like, all right. So after that last one here, come back to that G power chord at the 5th fret, and take it back up to the A, just like how we started the song. So from here we go with this. Now this part of the song, so after we come back to like we're doing at the beginning of the song, everything is the same again. Initially, by doing the power chord hit and the 16th notes 3 times, and then the 4 times, but you're gonna go through that pattern 3 times. So everything's gonna stay the same in the pattern that we did before, except instead of doing the pull off from the 3rd fret on the 5th string, you're going to do the pull off from the 5th fret on the 3rd string. So we have this. And then back here at the G power chord again. Instead of doing those stretchy things, little interval things that we did before, after doing the G power chord 3 times, then we do this little figure to end the intro. And that is just 1, 0, 1, 3 on the 5th string, to 1 on the 5th string, then 0. So basically go 1, 0, 1, 3, 1, 0, all on the 5th string, and end it with 3, 1 on the 6th string. Slightly muted. All right? So that takes care of the intro. Now, after that, we have the verse that comes into play. So pretty much is a lot of the same stuff. There's just going to be a little slight variations here, so let's get right into that. It starts right in with the A power chord at the 7th fret. So that's a little bit different, but it's very similar. So we're going to stay here with the A power chord. So I did that pattern 3 times on it. Then switching to that 2nd chord where you take the pinky down to the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So I picked that chord once and did those 4 16th notes. Then I picked it again. Then I did 6 16th notes. All right, so we got. Then come down to the G power chord. I did that pattern with the 4 16th notes off of that 3 times. Now here's the descending pattern for this one. Slightly different. The first 2 are the same that we did before with the 2 10s on the 2 middle strings, down to the 9 with the 3rd finger. But instead of coming all the way down to here, you play this chord at the 5th fret, which is the 5th string here. Basically makes this a G7 chord. 5th fret on the 4th string, 7th fret on the 3rd, and 6th fret on the 2nd string. So you hit that chord once, and then you're going to come up and you're going to play 7 on the 4th string and 10 on the 3rd. So that is like. So a little bit different chords than what we did before. Okay, so coming into that, it's basically like this. Now you notice I'm still doing the 2 16 notes between each one of those. So after this chord, then it starts back over where we started with the verse. Now instead of doing that little moving figure, we're going to have the little moving line down here, which is going to be slightly different than the one we did before, because this is going to lead us into the pre-chorus. Everything's the same on the 5th string that we did before. that we were coming out of the intro with. But the last two notes, instead of being 3-1 now, it's going to be the 6th string open, and then 1. And that takes us into this pre-chorus. So here's the chords of the pre-chorus. It's basically going to be 3 chords. We have this F sharp minor bar chord. Then we have the D power chord, which is basically like a D major chord, but you're not going to hit the 1st string, so you don't need your finger on it. But you're going to have the 5th string in the bass of that. So it's going to be 5th string open, 4th string open, 3rd string 2nd fret, and 2nd string 3rd fret. Hit all those together. Then we have a kind of a big way of playing an E power chord. So it's basically going to be the 6th string open, and then the bar across the 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th strings here. Your 3rd finger is going to play the 4th fret on the 3rd string, and then your pinky is going to play the 5th fret on the 2nd string. So strum all the way across from all 6, the bottom 5 strings, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So all together. Then we have a quick little picking line here. We're going to hit each one of these notes twice. So let me just go through the notes first, and then we'll come to the picking. We're going to pick the 6th string, 2nd fret, to the 4th, back to the 2nd string, the 6th string on the 2nd fret, then the 2 on the 5th string. So we have this. Back to the 2 on the 6th, back to the 4 on the 5th, back to the 2 on the 6th, back now to the 5 on the 5th string, back to the 2. We keep coming back to this 2 on the 6th, then the 4 again. It almost sounds like Crazy Train. So we got this. Now you're going to do a quick down up on each one of those. So each one's going to be hit twice. I think I might got the order wrong there. It's actually on. So everything's coming back here. It's going to be 4, 2, 5, 4. Those are the notes that you're going to be playing, and in that order on the 5th string. So let's go through it. 4, 2, 5, 4. Always starting and ending with this 2 notes on the 6th string. Then we go back through the same 3 chords again. All right, so that's the end of the pre-chorus. The second time you come through it would take you right back to the intro again, and then the verse, and then you come back into the pre-chorus. After leaving the second pre-chorus, you have like a little bar dive, where you just bar dive, hit the 6th string and dive the whammy bar down, and that takes us into the chorus. All right, so let's go through that. We're basically going to come to an A power chord, starting with the 5th string open, and then the 2nd fret on the 4th and 3rd string. Then they hit the open A string twice. Come up and play the 5th fret on the 3rd and 4th strings. Hit that once and hammer on the 7th fret on both the 3rd and 4th strings here on both the same strings. And then hit the open A string once, and then come and hit the 5th fret on the 4th string, and then the 4th fret on the 3rd string. So and then you're going to start this little picking pattern, which is going to, these notes are going to be pretty well palm muted in your right hand with the back of your palm here. You're going to pick the 5th fret on the 4th string twice, down up. Then you're going to pick the 4th fret on the 3rd string once, and then back to the 5th fret once. All right, then you're going to take an octave built off the 5th string, the C here on the 5th string, 3rd fret, and its octave note, which is at the 5th fret on the 3rd string. Pick those notes. You basically are going to take it, slide it up to the 5th fret, back down to the 3rd fret, then back down, then to the 2nd fret. And then you're going to pick the 3rd fret on the 6th string with your 2nd finger. All right, and then we come back to that interval shape, the 5 and the 4 on the 4th and 3rd string. Pick it, slide it down to 2 frets, and pick it again. So we got, then pick it again and slide it back up 2 frets where you were before, and then play that big E chord that we played at the that was in the pre-chorus. So from this little picking line, all right, so that's the first time through the chorus, I mean the first half. Then you start back here with the second half of the chorus. This could be slightly different. You're going to start with the same A power chord. So everything's the same up to that point. And now the picking pattern here, instead of doing this, we're going to do this. This is kind of muted again. You're going to do 2 notes on each, strike each one of these notes twice. So let's just go through the notes real quick. 5 on the 4th, 4 on the 3rd, back to the 4th string 5th fret. Then all on the 3rd string, do 7, 5, and 4. And then grab the 5th fret on the 4th string. So that's the whole line. Now we're going to pick each one of those with a down up. Quick. All right, then you continue the phrase exactly like we did before, the second half. So the rest of the chorus is the exact same. So the only thing that's different is that little picking thing. All right, so the chorus is pretty simple. So let's go through the whole chorus real quick. All right, and that takes us into the bridge that comes right before the guitar solo. This is a pretty simple riff right here. We're going to start with the 6th string open. Then you're going to play the power chord built off the 1st fret on the 6th string, 1st fret on the 6th string, and then your the 3rd fret on the 5th. And then pick the 1 again, muted on the 6th string. So we have this. Just like that. So basically you're hitting the power chord off the 1 twice. But I like to just hit the bottom string on that second time I'm hitting it. Then you're going to pick 3rd fret on the 5th string, then 1st fret on the 6th, and then the 2nd fret on the 5th string. And put some healthy vibrato on it. Be good to maybe get a little harmonic in there too. So I played that riff twice, then you're going to go to a G power chord. Now this G power chord is just going to be like your regular open position G power chord, but you're not going to have the 5th string in there. So you get to lift up your 1st finger and just, I got the 3rd fret on here on the 2nd and 1st string. Big, nice opening E chord. Then you come back and play the riff again. So we did that part 3 times, ending that riff with a G chord. And then the very end of the bridge is going to be, after we've done that riff 3 times, we're going to do this. All right, now all that is the open 0-2, the open 6-string power chord, to the full first fret power chord off the 1st fret, and then 3 and 3 on the 4th and 5th string. Then to the D minor bar chord here, built with a bar at the 5th fret, bar across the 5th fret, your 2nd finger at the 6th fret, 2nd string, and then on the 2 middle strings, we're going to be the 7th fret here. Take that same shape now and move it all the way down to the 1st fret. Keep everything the same, except now pick up your 2nd finger, and we have a B flat suspended 2nd chord. Strum that, and then maybe do some random picking through it. Then move it up a whole step. That's 2 frets. The 3rd fret, and do the same thing. All right. All right. So that takes care of all the rhythm guitar parts. There's a lot of fast-moving stuff in there, but it's a really fun riff song to get to play once you got all that stuff down. All right, so just take your time with it, and up next we have the solo, so stay tuned for that.